Welcome to Chess Match. Learn with the Rochester Chess Center. I'm the guest instructor, James Hiltunen. I'm here with Dale and Harry. I would like you guys to play a game of chess. What do you guys say? All right, awesome. What's the first thing you do? Shake hands, awesome. Start White's clock. Okay, notice here that White has developed both their knights first. Here, why don't we pause that? Thank you. The idea here is that these knights are controlling the center, these center squares, and those are the most important squares, these 4 squares in the center, to control in the opening phase of the game. In order to attack the other side of the board, you have to move towards the center. So that's why it's the most important squares to control in the beginning. So nice job, Dale, for controlling those center squares. You too, Harry, with your bishop. We usually develop knights before bishops because they're a little bit slower, so we give them a little head start. Oh, White has won a pawn. Black is chasing the knight. Dale's got to make sure he knows where to put that knight. Oh, Dale. This is a key rule with chess, is that when you touch a piece, right, Dale? Here, we can press the pause button. After you touch the piece, we call it touch move. And as soon as you touch that knight, that means you have to move that knight, and you can't move another piece. There you go. Nice job. Black trapped that knight, so the material now is in Black's favor. Dale, what do you say?
Check.
Nice. Oh, here, your knight was right there. Sometimes when you move a piece, it gets lost in the kind of mess. There you go. Now White sees that that piece has no defenders, so he can easily capture it. Dale, you did touch it, right? Again, when you touch a piece, and well, yeah, because you touched the enemy pawn, actually, here, I'll pause the clock. when you touch the enemy piece, the rule of chess is that you have to take it if you touch the piece that you're taking it with. So you have no choice but take that pawn with your queen. Now don't give up after that though, because you know what he's going to do. I know that you're thinking about that. There you go. Now White's hoping that his army of pawns will be the deciding factor. White's looking for some counterplay. There you go. Now wait, I just want to make sure that we know this rule. We covered this in the last episode, but this knight right now is in a pin. And so we call this an absolute pin because if this knight moves, the king will get captured. And so that knight cannot move. That would be illegal. So that knight is pinned down, and White's done a nice job to attack it with the rook. So he's pinned down the piece and he's attacked it with another piece. Nice job. Yeah. Harry's, sorry. Oh, yep, yeah, you're right. Thanks, Harry. Move the bishop. Oh, once you let go, right? Yep. There you go, Harry. Unfortunately, I just want to point this out, is that before we move, right, we want to think before we touch that piece, because once we touch that piece, we can't not move that piece, because that's the rule. Where do we want to put that piece? And make sure that's a safe square. Though Black has touched the knight, this is a key rule with touch move, is that he doesn't have to move it, because if he did move it, his king would get captured. So he can move another piece, because we said that if he had to make a legal move, he doesn't have to make it. Oh, that's your own pawn. You gotta move the rook though. Let's touch the rook first. There you go. All right, wait. This pawn is now forking the king and queen. It's attacking both at the same time. Kind of like how fork is in the road. We can see that the pawn is attacking this way and this way. So Black, since he's in check, he has to get out of check, and that will allow White to take the queen. Now wait, when the pawn goes on the enemy side, you always get to choose what piece you want back. You get to choose queen, rook, or bishop, or knight.
Queen.
Queen. And the queen's the most powerful. Oh, you gotta move the king right, Dale. Touch move. You gotta move to leave a square. There you go.
Flag.
Oh. All right, Dale, bonus question here. Sorry, Harry, I meant. Harry, if it was your move, after white moved here, how could you put that white king in check? How could you put that white king in check? What's that one piece that you have?
Put my rook back there.
All right, let's move this on the board. This is the most famous checkmate. It's called back rank mate. This is the bottom rank, and the king, thinking that it's so safe, right, because he's got his 3 protectors, is actually blocked by his own allies. And so the king can't move anywhere, and white has no blocks. So this is checkmate.
Yeah, and I will say he should never move there because I got an opening. But
Right.
he should move right there because if I move right here, he'll take him back.
He could have moved back, yeah. Harry, Dale was low on time, so it was tough to think about that. But nice game, guys. You guys both played a great game. White came back from being down a queen, hanging a queen on like the move 10. That was amazing, all right? You came back, actually, you were winning a material. And then black got the flag fall and had the little trick at the end. So nice job, guys. What do we do at the end of the game? We always do shake hands, good sportsmanship. Awesome.
Because I want to.
All right, tip of the day is going to be, before you make a decision, you want to think out in your head beforehand, where is that decision going to lead? In chess, if you touch a piece, you cannot move another piece. So that's why that is the tip of the day.
Chess Match is sponsored by the Rochester Chess Center, which has been serving the Rochester chess community for over 24 years.
Welcome to Chess Match. I'm James Oltunen. I'm a candidate master, and here I have
Wendy Xia. I am among nation's top 20 in Girls Under 21. And here we have a chess match between Patrick and Matthew.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Here we have the same opening as before. We have the Caro-Kann defense, and they've decided to exchange material in the center of the board. In the opening, white has chosen to move his 2 knights out first. That's usually the way you want to go. Both sides have developed their pieces towards the center.
Yes.
That is a key thing you want to establish in the opening phase of the game.
And both of the players have castled early, so that's another good thing to keep your king safe.
Yeah, once the center pawns have moved out of the center, protecting your king, you kind of want a new defenders. Once you castle. Now, black has to decide what is his plan for the middle game. Usually this involves moving the queen and the rooks out. Black's knight is attacking white's bishop. He is threatening to capture it.
This is a very fierce move because white now is starting to have a checkmate on h7 with his knight and his queen. So what's black gonna do?
Also, white is attacking the knight on g4.
Yes.
Yeah, so two threats, hitting two birds, one stone. Luckily, black had an easy way to come out of it. Now that knight is guarding the square for checkmate. White here, it's safe to say that he has the initiative, which is something that you want to have in chess, is when you're attacking, and black has to play defensively.
Another thing is, if you notice, black has moved his knight to g4 and back. So he has moved repeatedly. That in chess terms, that means black has lost tempo. And that's the thing you want to avoid. Not to play repeatedly with one piece.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste if you do that. White makes another aggressive move, attacking the bishop. Black retreated his bishop to attack the h2 square, which is a key square that the white king is vulnerable at. White again makes an aggressive move and exchanges pawns in the center.
Yeah, here, black is forced to take a bishop pawn because he cannot move his f6 knight because that one is guarding h7. Now white puts another pressure on d5.
The bishop and the white knight are both attacking the d5 square, so they're kind of helping each other out.
So now instead of defending the d5 square, black makes the aggressive move and attacks the h2 square with his bishop and queen.
White plays again an aggressive move, decides to capture the d5 pawn
Yes.
and attack two pieces, the queen and the knight, at the same time. The knight cannot move because then white will have checkmate. So black has some difficulty in this position.
Black is in a very difficult situation right now because his queen is being attacked by the knight, and also his f6 knight is attacked by the knight. Because if white takes that knight later and black takes it back, and then white can checkmate on h7.
Black here plays a very aggressive move, decides to attack the queen, and now White has responded by playing check and eliminating the defender on h7 square. There's the king.
That is a very good game. Well done.
Well done,
gentlemen.
guys. Well done. The tip of the match is that in chess, an important theme is using forcing moves. In this game, White played very aggressively and attacked Black and made him make moves that he didn't want to make.
For example, White made a very aggressive move in here. Basically, he's attacking Black's queen and also his knight. So Black is forced to make a decision here. And he cannot save both his queen and his knight. Say if White doesn't make this aggressive move in here, instead he moves something else. Maybe Black can reinforce his defense on the king side, and then he wouldn't have this great combination in here.
When the knight captured on d5, Black had to make the decision, my queen is under attack, and my knight, which is guarding the checkmate square, is under attack. So that forces Black to make a decision. That is the tip of the day.
Excellent.
And we can say if White doesn't make this aggressive move, maybe Black can reinforce the defense on there.
That is the tip of the match.
Today's benefit is that chess improves memory. A lot of players memorize the first few moves of the game, but memory is also important in that if you've made a mistake, you don't want to repeat that in another game. So when you've made a mistake or somebody does a good move against you, you've learned that and you can use that in another game. And if you don't have that in your memory, you won't be able to use it. So chess certainly helps your memory.
Tip of the match, sorry, yeah.
And it's great fun.
Wow.
All right, tip of the
Say that.
match.
If you make a mistake, you will know not to repeat it. And those are the things that I memorize the most because I screwed it up. And you probably can't take that again.
7, 8, 9, 10.
A way to maybe this move.
Or if he just takes
This move.
9 horse.
Take two.
Aw, crap.